Hello, everyone. I am Keenya Kelly, TikTok for Business expert, and I am super honored to be here chatting with you all about what it is that I'm doing now in my business versus what I was doing a year ago or even a few years ago, and how I am actually what I'm doing, how I'm applying that to building an amazing community and not only making money in my business, but building lasting relationships and community, and then teaching my community how to do exactly the same. So prior to 2021, I owned a business which is called If You Brand It, and we basically were doing consulting, like a branding and business consulting, and then we would design websites and logos and things of that nature. And we had lots of success with that business. You know, I wrote a book and all these different things, and we basically operated that for about 6 or 7 years. Well, when the pandemic started, you know, I'm someone who I pray, and I always pray for creative solutions because I feel like I'm smart, but I'm like, well, I think God is a little bit smarter than I am. And so I was like, let me just pray for a creative strategy because I've never dealt with a recession before or what was potentially going to happen as a result of COVID or coronavirus when it all kind of came out for us. And so through my prayers, I started hearing God talk to me about TikTok. Now, I had briefly heard about TikTok because Chalene Johnson had talked about it a little bit in her, you know, marketing course or whatever. And I was just kind of like, it doesn't make sense to me. You know, I was watching her and her son Brock do something called the Baby Shark Challenge, which just made no sense to me whatsoever. I had downloaded the app but didn't know what I was doing. And so when I heard to get onto TikTok, I was like, maybe this is supposed to be a distraction so that way I can stay focused in my business and not focus on the fear and all the things that we were hearing as it pertains to COVID-19. And so I just kind of started on the app creating. Now, I didn't know what I was doing. I felt like a 95-year-old grandma. I'm 40, but I felt like I was 95 on the app, watching what was happening on the app, looking at all the different buttons on the app, and not really knowing how in the world to do this. But, you know, I had said to myself, you know, I have done really hard things. I have made it through really hard things. I'm pretty sure I can learn how to use this app called TikTok, right? And so I started playing around with it. Now it took me a while. I'm like giving you the Cliff Notes versions, but it took me a while, okay? And I just played with the buttons. I made dozens of really, really bad TikTok videos. I mean, really bad because I didn't know what I was doing. And I just kept, you know, creating content. I didn't know how to be on the platform, who to be on the platform. I just knew that on Facebook and on Instagram, I was teaching people a business and brand consulting. So I said, well, let's just do that same exact thing on TikTok. And so that's what I was doing. And for many months, nobody cared. You know, like I would get a view, 2 views, 50 views, maybe on a video. And I just said, you know, this is about consistency. This is about showing up. And I also knew that when I was building my brand consulting business that nobody knew me. And I had showed up on Periscope every single day and would just teach and would serve. And over a period of time, people were comfortable with me. People started to like me, like my message. And as a result, they started sharing my videos with their followers. And so it started to build a community where they started calling my live stream show the Keenya Kelly Morning Show, right? And so we started developing a community there. And so I knew that we built our design business based off our community, you know, like from nothing. And so I could do the exact same thing onto TikTok. Now, I didn't know if it was going to be successful. I had no clue what could happen on this platform. I just knew that I felt like God had told me to do it. Now, don't get me wrong. The marketing community was like, you're nuts. You're crazy. This makes absolutely no sense. It's going to get banned. You're wasting your time. I mean, they were saying all types of stuff. And I had every right to quit. But I said to myself, you know, the worst thing that happened is this, is that I have zero success and I waste my time. But the best thing that could happen is, what if I blow up, right? What if this is my actual moment in time? And so I just kind of like had to put everybody else's thoughts and feelings out of my mind. And I had to just focus on whatever I felt like I needed to do. And I kept going. I started, posting video, continuing to teach about business. I started jumping in on some of the different TikTok trends that they had to offer. And slowly but surely, I would get 100 views. And then it was 200 views. And then I started to get a few followers, right? And I wasn't necessarily like driving people to buy a product or service at that point. I was just trying to make some traction on the platform. And I started having some of the same people come into my account and commenting saying, oh, this is amazing, or asking questions. And I started to build this little bitty community. And I just kept going and going. Within 6 months, I think we had hit 10,000 followers. Within 12 months, we hit 400,000 followers. And as of today, we're at 471,000 followers, right, on the platform. But not only that, we built a massive community of people on TikTok, and then on our email list, and inside of our Facebook group community, where I'm able to encourage and engage and really spend more time with them, But also I think about what has happened in my business. Like, we've made a significant amount of money. We've done so many amazing partnerships. Like, by the time you guys are checking this out, you're going to see that we've had a campaign with Bumble. I've been featured on the Drew Barrymore show. I've done a partnership with TikTok, and I've done a partnership with QuickBooks, all because of the TikTok platform, because I chose to just get on there and teach and serve the small business community, to teach them all about how to strategically build their businesses, market their businesses, to where we quit doing design work. At the end of 2020, I decided that I wanted to spend more time, with myself and potential family, and I wanted to make a lot of money, but I really wanted more time freedom. I wanted more rest and relaxation. And I knew that I could serve people at a higher level if I was doing more like events and group consulting and teaching teams and things of that nature. And so we stopped doing design work, and now we focus 100% on helping people to build their businesses on social media and using TikTok as their particular marketing tool. And so what would I say was my success with that? I think TikTok is a great place to grow your business. And I will say that all the way until the grave, right? But what I think that separated me from, other people or what have you, was that, one, I was willing to take a risk. I was willing to take the risk of doing something different that most people were saying, this makes absolutely no sense. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your energy. And I was willing to make the investment with the people. I was willing to teach and serve. I had so many people on the TikTok platform. They kept saying, like, I don't understand. Why would you tell us all this? Why would you tell us all your secrets? Like, you're not charging for this stuff. You should charge for this stuff. And it's because I knew that, when I built my business at the beginning, it was about service, right? Like, people will buy from you if they want to buy, you know what I mean? But what if you serve people? What if you give them what they need in the time that you have them in and help them have success? And then not only that, we all know that when you're building a community, your community will help you make more money if that's your goal, right? Your community will help you to reach more people. I remember years ago, there was this event, really big event that I would love to speak at one day. And there was a community that somebody I knew was building, right? And they were building it with X in mind, right? Well, a person was involved in their community and knew about this really big event. Right? This person building the community had no idea about this big event, but the person that was a part of the person's community knew about it, made the introduction, sold this person to that event, and they had no idea. And they said yes, that she came back and said, hey, here's this event. I pitched them to you. They want you, yada, yada, yada. And I watched what happened to that person at that event. I mean, that person was introduced to the most amazing people known to man, like just the most incredible opportunities ever. And why was that? Because she was building a community, right? She was teaching and serving and building her community, and her community went out and made the sale for her, right? And so that's one of the things that I have learned about community. One, I can serve my community. Two, I can be a part of somebody else's community. And then three, when I build my own community, yes, it will make me money, but it will help the people that are in my community make more money. And then they in turn will help me with additional opportunities that I may not even know are out there, right? Like just right now, I had a call the other day with a really, really, really big corporation. And I'm on the phone like, how did y'all find out about me? Right. And I asked the person, they said, oh, well, I saw this. And so I pitched you to the bigger team. And then the bigger team said yes. And I'm like, but how did you even know that I existed? You know what I mean? And so it's like, you just, as we're building these intentional communities and we're serving, there's people that are watching, right? There's people that are watching, that are learning from us, gleaning from us. There's people who are watching us and their kids are watching us. You know, I've been given different videos and images of like, there's this little girl who was watching me on like a Facebook Live, and like her mom took a picture from this angle and the little girl is watching me on a Facebook Live. And it was like, such a beautiful moment in time of being like, me just being who I am and how I am inspired the mom, which then inspired the child, you know? And so it's so important to me when I think about building community. And so this is what I want to share with you all today. And so if it is your desire you're building a business, you're trying to sell a product, or you've got something on the side and you're saying to yourself, how can I reach more people? How can I build a bigger community? Well, I want to strongly encourage you to jump onto the TikTok platform and learn how to use that platform. It's an incredible thing that is happening on that platform at this point in time. Yes, there is a learning curve, right? But it's a learning curve that is worth investing the time and energy in. And then not only that, there's a group of people on TikTok that you can't reach on Facebook, that you can't reach on Instagram. But if you spend a little bit of time each day on TikTok or each week or what have you, on TikTok, it's an opportunity for you to reach more people, serve more people, and then you in turn will also receive what it is that you want. All right. And so this is my time, and it's been such an honor to be with you all. If you all want to connect with me, of course, you can find me at KeenyaKelly.com, which is KeenyaKelly.com, and all of my social media handles are there. And so I hope that you enjoyed the presentation. I look forward to seeing and connecting with you soon.